On say Manchester United person moton Garnacho.
Yeah.
Garnacho na Manchester United person mu join mu no. Teams bebre na aba. Na team ba kwa we show interest wa Garnacho mu no. Aston Villa. Aston Villa for ne ba Manchester United aso ye se omo pe Garnacho no. Omo se omo pe ni loan. Manchester for si loan de omo ntia se omo pe permanent deal. Aston Villa for so omo si kasem no ha adwen. Profit and sustainability rules na aya dey say Aston Villa betimatiska akofa Garnacho on a permanent basis. Enti loan na omo pe Manchester for so omo ntia se. Ana Manchester United for so epe Aston Villa for goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez na ono ye goalkeeper de ma Aston Villa no Manchester for epe na Aston Villa for so aka che Manchester say Emiliano Martinez 30 to 40 million pounds. Manchester for so nya ready say goalkeeper we 32 years there ye beti 30 to 40 million pounds in bayadin enti can report a free England eba nkyere say Manchester for ne Aston Villa for her say possibility swap betima koso na Garnacho akọ Aston Villa na Emiliano Martinez eso swap Manchester United because Manchester pe goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez and Aston Villa for so pe Garnacho enti omo her say possible swap bi ebetima koso a na Onana Manchester United for goalkeeper Manchester for you decide say so mutimi nya goalkeeper bi ono no omo ne say owo soro say Onana omo beton Onana enra ne de betu dwa say Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic Manchester for pen na Petrovic de no Manchester United na omo Petrovic na no enye so oba be number 1 but oba be second choice goalkeeper because Manchester United de omo goalkeeper list no so no akwa ye Diogo Costa ana Emiliano Martinez sa Manchester United timi nya mu ba ko a ana omo hweso beton Onana eno na beto dwa say Onana no Monaco for so show interest because Monaco for so pe goalkeeper ana Monaco for to omani o ma won say Manchester United for say dem fili Onana enti say Manchester United beton Onana dia omo Monaco for na ye ready say on betima fa branch friend so Onana every Manchester United akọ Monaco no abasta Louis Day so ni nyina be depend on say Manchester United ebenya Diogo Costa anaso mbenya Emiliano Martinez so mutimi nya sa two goalkeepers ni emba akokra na Monaco for so ma ye ready say on be fa branch friend so Onana every Manchester United na oko Aston Villa omo wo a young attacking midfielder season etwa mu yi no na ne modern boss so anipa Morgan Rogers or attacking midfielder 22 years of age na season etwa mu with Aston Villa or say 8 goals 10 assists na no na beto dwa say Chelsea boboko ni monitor Aston Villa Morgan Rogers Chelsea fo hu ni say sa ne number 10 row no obetima ba boboa no abe complement the effort of Kopama and Chelsea monitor the situation of Morgan Rogers the numbers will produce with Aston Villa season etwa na very good 18 goals contribution for Aston Villa Chelsea monitor Abrante friend say Morgan Rogers na oko Arsenal can story be boba na nkosi nyambo echina no yebetime nya final confirmation every year sources no on say Arsenal pe winger na Nico Williams muni dim bebre Rashford ya muni na mu bebre up to date Arsenal for ntimi nyomo target by sources no ma say Arsenal for ntimi enya omo target eba wingers ni nyina na enyom be ko Chelsea akofa Madueke ye hwese sa story ni kura bi wo ma mintimi confirm ma say eye no krepa na asa nya no kre by sources no ma ye hint ni say in case say team a friend say Arsenal omo target for wingers no omo anya betima ko Chelsea akofa Madueke already Chelsea dia betu dwa say Madueke no obi discover na eya ombeton eno ne say Arsenal only say omo anya omo target ni nyina na Madueke no omo behwe anim so betima fa brantie no na no nam de betu dwa say efiti say Joao Palhinha every Premier League nim kopie mu Bundesliga with Bayern Newman kosu ye mfama no Bayern etua 56 million euros and a kofa Palhinha e free Fulham e ne be she bobuko nim efiti so ba Bayern no Joao Palhinha enhyeda enhu su ye dia beto dwane ye say Bayern for say omatebo ne so wa wo pe Joao Palhinha no e 35 million euros for skabefa Manchester monitor situation no yesi Fulham for so ense nya brante no betima kofa nti Joao Palhinha no Bayern for so atebo ne so 35 million euros na Ken Victor Osimhen also kobo loan with Galatasaray manage top scorer Turkey league nim na teams bebre na epe including Galatasaray na latest team also so de ne ho aba join Victor Osimhen de no Jose Mourinho Fenerbahce teams ahodo mo pe Victor Osimhen nyina no say Fenerbahce for so e de omo ho join bi so omo so pa brantie bi because obebo along with Galatasaray ni goals ne ka ho bi ana ma omo G league no no ma ye ready say omo betua 75 million euros no na no omo tua no full payment enye installments pay ken crying na omo ma Victor Osimhen 20 million euros a year ene Fenerbahce for offer on person omo de koma Victor Osimhen se obeje se onje Fenerbahce for se omo so person omo twini free Galatasaray na obobo loan no edeneba Fenerbahce na Ken onim say Manchester United UEFA Champions League no man qualify na how pa na story bi am nsaka no a very interesting story na Manchester United for no onim say omokobo Europa League no Manchester for ye meeting say Europa League no mo qualify for UEFA Champions League no be a lot of business before Europa League final no ana Barcelona ba Manchester United aso yes omo pe Marcus Rashford loan ana Manchester ka say there bi Manchester crack say Barcelona mbefa ne 40 million euros Barca yes 40 million euros no muntua so proud to omone Europa League final omone space no ana Manchester United ken yes omo for omo ho adwen say omo qualify for next season UEFA Champions League anka omo diska 60 million euros ebeka Marcus Rashford ho akọ Barcelona akọfa Rafinha no me decide say Barcelona no omo pe Rafinha epe Marcus Rashford omo bo omo 40 million euros no Barca say 40 million euros omo ntua enti anka sa de omo qualify by UEFA Champions League omo Manchester United for decide say ene omo di 60 million euros ebeka Marcus Rashford 40 million euros no omo di akọma Barcelona no makọfa Rafinha e di free Barcelona di aba Manchester United na fofia antoata ana team a friend say Manchester United and qualify and UEFA Champions League no so Manchester United plan here say 60 million euros plus Marcus Rashford for brand friend say Rafinha and Manchester United for mo adwen say Kyle Walker teams bebre na aba Everton aba Fenerbahce aba Wolves Wolverhampton Wanderers for so di omo ho agim so omo pe abrante friend say Kyle Walker na latest on Nico Williams nie because Nico Williams deal no Barca for no interest they be the update beba Athletic Club Bilbao president Mr. Uriarte on a year president Edema Bilbao Ken wakache Barcelona for ne say bana nyame adoma Sunday on person ba Bilbao krom on momba na omobeba e was say a full payment on person on ne Barcelona bet na say negotiate omo Bilbao for no mo nyoma dwen so beto Nico Williams na Nico su obekọ Barca na Barcelona so mpe Nico Williams ono no ye president Mr. Uriarte o ye president me Bilbao no Barca nyame adoma Sunday adekosu obeba Bilbao kromo no oba na eyiskani ne kura no 58 million euros ne kura no se omo betina se de omo Bilbao no mo ndi sa nkomo no Barcelona Sunday omo decide se omo be ko Bilbao kromo on Sunday Deco eba akosia Victor Moreno on ye sporting director de ma Bilbao Barca decide say Iñaki Abrante friend say Nico Williams ni release clause 58 million euros no omo de 5 years na person omo di tua 5 installments no every year bia no betua 11.6 million euros Barca decide say omo betua 58 million euros release clause no by every year bia no omo betua 11.6 5 years ne be so no na omo reche 58 million euros eno ana Mr. Uriarte say mosemopa mo ba 58 million euros ene taxes ne enya afi ne ye ba bedi dwabia say ni na Richarlison esi akan de mas Spurs for person mu ja ne kwan Fenerbahce aba Everton aba Juventus for so de omo ho agim for Richarlison Juve e de omo so ho agim say Richarlison Brazil ni abrante no osi akan de mas Spurs person omo ton no omo Juventus for e wo interest e wo abrante anim na Alvaro Carreras a wode de ebetu dwa no Ken de koye ne yese Madrid Uni Calafat ekosia requesta no omudi nkomo ni nyina awie ye no team friends say Benfica ti so 2 million euros e ma Real Madrid say 50 million euros no ye so 2 million euros about 48 million euros Madrid for say omonte so ana nkusiaga ana Madrid for ne Benfica negotiate say Samonte so na mpesi yetua 50 million euros ni nyina na ene ye begia atum ye betua by ye bechem eye 2 installments. The first installment, the first payment no eye 25 million euros ye betua mamo ana Benfica for si yo yate ana omubu so omo say the second installment na beba dabe Madrid ne Benfica negotiate the second installment entiaka first payment ni 25 million euros na second payment no eye 25 million euros na akoye 50 ana omuji 2 enti Madrid for boabo mo ho akofa 25 million euros naba eno ne ye say Real Costa catch mo say time no de show mo no aso mama na che enti ohun ne say Real Madrid for da do mo ana Mario Costa mo ne Benfica for ko register brantie no e de ne ko bo FIFA Club World Cup no so Benfica for ohun ne say 25 million euros and Madrid betua first installment no time no de mo no Madrid for ma ne che ana mo bufu yo mo ko register enti ebufu na aba ni nyina no eye saa installment mienu na Benfica for no ebuso no na Rodrigo Cascante ne Galatasaray situation ni Rodrigo Cascante esi akande ma Atletico Madrid Galatasaray for show interest Rodrigo Cascante abrante fence Rodrigo Di Paul eye midfielder de ma Atletico Madrid na abrante fence Rodrigo Di Paul no Galatasaray for show interest ni nyina ye say omo pese omuja Mario Lamine kwan Mario Lamine si akande ma Galatasaray for say omo manako no omo manako dia ene wo say Rodrigo Di Paul ana deba enti Rodrigo Di Paul no omo show interest ewom AC Milan for at the bid ebeko Barcelona for Christiansen okay AC Milan for at the bid ebeko for mo ken kitwe bi on FIFA Club World Cup no on say ene Chelsea ne Flamengo ne bebo sa group no bi win ni first game but no kure wom ni ye say abrante fence Felipe Luis ni team na wa hye with eye Flamengo no more form omo last 16 games omo lose just one and over with some experienced players to say Yorgi no more any quality players ni bi but me expect a Chelsea win and okay. Against Flamengo then PSG lose again to a Brazilian side with Fago on say so far Brazil for no FIFA Club World Cup no more perform very well obi antimi share Brazil for no and ade amani je won ye say omo defend very well ana otwe PSG for attack na very sloppy in the first half no but you know Brazil for na tournament we no support no so for mo na lead omo supporters no man kofo ni agimenti say omo de balloons ne nkwa say 50,000 in
okay Kwame and South Americans no say Brazilians about 6 matches Argentina for about 8 others so be ansho omo na enso ma na ye kakra say European clubs no be bring any fans
Omuni fans
because I know I say Paul to Miami who's an independent stadium
on say nipa dodo na South America for no omo Miami pa
okay
omo no mba sit na wo I say wo the Ghana game eko London obenya fans to say na Ghana and Nigeria you know a benefit to omo because most of the people stay there so they take advantage of some of these things na fe omo movie on then I may pay for this anya bia no one game now win it gives you about 1.5 million
is around 2
exactly almost 2 million
drawn so, 1.5
exactly so almost 2 million say oh yeah South American club when you and na me hwe Botafogo mo hwe PAG o hwe John Tester say na ni si agia enye match na wa hwe no kwasi kakra beba eno tina me gina wana me hwe Africa for na me bompa isenka
is Africa yenya win bia Sundowns are winning one game
exactly.
Okay
Ali abobo nyina but
Ali team Esperance and
dream Ken made us say
yes you koto kone hasbeko
eno de bia me paye no honestly
got $2 million and $1.5 million per game dey
Shebre se sanfo
o ye lucky obeshia Auckland City
Ken Shebre enano onya work ne koto kone born anu ya nano na omo Man City bobo di ya Sam see
we work crumble pa
omo bobo Africa teams ni omo na bobo
it's in paiba na so kwa we share Auckland City
Ken wadaro ni die mu an say na we say ye bedru ode ne hache mo mem ye ntwa so ye ntwa so ye ntwa so em say ni ntwa yen sam no so e say Ken get any say football clubs no ankesefo no they are always together when it comes to their interest Come on, me be the team here. Abramovich better Chelsea. And then the kind of investments are or started say, oh, you know, it started scaring some of the big clubs. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester, Arsenal. No more who follow football those days, you know. They were always complaining about Chelsea. And Chelsea for the Russian money. No more Tata Abramovich because Abramovich system anymore. He was buying big. You want it say Thaksin Shinawatra, Prime Minister of Thailand. Ono so about so Manchester City mo. Now by Russia, Thailand, the government's money neighbor. Until say Thaksin Shinawatra nya issue. Omu move from Thailand to UAE. And all the clubs and Cristiano started some move for me ECA, European Clubs Association. Say, no, you stop your more. One year, your investments are ya neighbor say, ye dear yaji as Real Madrid, ye dear yaji as Manchester United, as Barcelona, no obedient Nisika, ever be clear history in everywhere. So let's protect our own. Now, documentation ni muana, tio. You want it says a cat for us to have a top PAG. Now, if you want to start eba. Those days, easy. They're not domano, a Carl Hens, Remenega, by Munchin, almost so giddy yansiasi. And no, and a coffee meetings upon meetings, a coffee about say, young for financial fair play, Nimra. Okay. If for what we need financial fair play, no, there by any to make sure say clubs now sorry according to them susu say government and as a country finance clubs no Chelsea, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain yan stop one when you don't do na beba e be affect yan traditional clubs no so yan cut sade no financial fair play aba na eba no and the clubs in kids one be ya denyame ase ya stop you. No, in say that it will affect them. Tell me about. Say financial fair play. And the mra, de stop clubs nibi. Say we European financial fair play no. League bia so one idio. Say yes sir. Barcelona for revenue the whole year. Omunya over 940 million euros in revenue. Yet they are not able to reach the financial fair play. Spain. Why? Because we have just 25 million euros per. Just 25 million euros. But the same club as Barcelona, okuta revenue of over 940 million euros. Inti e obika Barcelona ni skana ayamesri skada omu will be pa. But manage say just so follow party ni bi. Some I don't want to delve into it so much. Ken, me can ye see super say. Senyamra yadi acheche football clubs no. Let me give you one example. Yeah. Wope, one of the richest clubs we are here. Eye Como. Como football club be a Fabregas one. Fabregas mutim no. Unim se Onana yafana Hatomo. Na Hatono no ken. You can Google it. You can Google the Hatono family. Ken, we are one of the richest families. Unim said they are worth $48 billion. Come on, team, no. No. We are worth $48 billion. No club in Italy. And even the Agnelli family, are worth over 34 billion. When we are 48 billion. Inti say, and you say them run at clubs no. In Kenai, Kakumuko market or pockets here. Have you wondered why, say, Newcastle 3 years ago, they been young for Newcastle, say, Saudi Arabia, but Newcastle, into place what we are seeing in Newcastle, but Omewa. Obviously, the Saudi investment fund, almost also did to say the PAG for no, and now won't pay. Second beer, even 1 billion, come the better player. Because Qatar and Saudi are a competition. PAG turn no more talk. But why? And then look at Newcastle. That's only a small club. But do you own and was sicker? but emra financial fair play. Sa clubs in kitten almost story here. City in Chelsea, any PG those they say they are suffering. It is a name. It is they say Sikeni be top club. Now you support and when you jam, show the Mr. You might have your money, but you cannot buy because the laws restricts you. Yeah, and now what Newcastle is doing is say Newcastle are selling club. On turn the player, name turn the china. Just say we who sikebia, sikani motu. Say yes, sir, Bruno Gomes. City Fokuta almost 80 million, Kofona say 110 million. Say Alexander Isak, Misuma Liverpool. Isak, Liverpool for 2 years. So Newcastle for turn 60 million. And nay, or Tonwa, why when your Siana when yesika, all teams sound some phone call market, top player, man. I dare ask me, transfer market in Yamana Koswa. South financial fair play, Ebe boy, and answer Medwa. I restricted clubs in Ibino. Say clubs and Keseno, yes, I know. Don't wanna today, it is affecting them. Here, and to us way. Andrew Onana situation in Hami, me African. Now, I do remember very well saying, the year Edaman you know. You want Eric Ten Hag, a be interview be. Yeti, if you get me that interviewer, because that time no, not the year, then such a ball pa. But Ten Hag insisted say, modern football, chase a ball, what the top from now passing. Now I was so passing, no, Ken, watch the screens very well. This is Eric Ten Hag speaking. It's more what top football demands nowadays. Where you are preparing no. Also say in a modern football, it demanded. If you observe the biggest teams, you have to be capable of playing from the back. Use your keeper as a +1 in your builder, blah blah blah. It's basically Ori na okache di here say when we so improvement onye ni bebre. It's a modern football no. Just o prepare. We can't assume the actual. It's I want the pressure to David here so because I was see a passing ball from the back. And the year started making mistakes. Left to right center, left to right center. So the year left Manchester United, not because he wasn't a good goalkeeper. But the coach insisted to say, me pe goalkeeper the ball to form. And they call Onana. This is why I don't get Eric Ten Hag. Onana buy. We all know say Onana so soon your goalkeeper chibo. Onana ye nimno say a good goalkeeper because born da for more or bo. It is our pamu di here because you needed a goalkeeper in the 9 bar. In the 3 months, no Manchester United asked that say your mistakes. Say you pass the ball from the back. And a coach in the back. Nobody a share Bisaka, nobody a kosha Magua, nobody a share Varane. After goalkeeper they say enya Onana coach they say enya Onana from so. Rather it is the defenders. What may your investment? They just say she ain't you. Okay. Amorim Aba. Amorim buying. We are still facing the same Onana issue. Because they say Manchester United Edrum Pempensuobia. They want to say this say team A in crisis. You don't need a goalkeeper or passable ni bebre. You need a goalkeeper or chibo. At this stage, it is not as if Onana is a bad goalkeeper. But Manchester United do not need his qualities today. So what building team net team ni is stable. Now Onana ba oba team ya da one when ya Ubeka so the best goalkeeper we have because team is stable. Any team or here goalkeeper you build it up. But they say United do not need those kind of goalkeepers. They need a goalkeeper who will do saves, obey saves. Look, the Emiliano Martinez conversation, misom. Where I have problem, they say 40 million pounds a year. No question, they say I know 40 million pounds a year for a goalkeeper. When you say there, I say no.
Okay.
Where 1 minute. Liverpool, what town more? No way you mad. Virgil van Dijk, we did 33 years. Konate, or you stable or bo. Young fan say, on my starting season, no. Last year, time will be about Kube Frim. Jorah Kwansaba, not Omobre. Liverpool want to upgrade because Joe Gomez won't be for winning to know so. They want to go out for Madueke. solid decision. Gerard Kwanzaa or turn obeji be 30 to 35 million pounds. Or the Bube sister confirm Magaya, he's good to go. And a good purchase. But this is where a very difficult to get Magay. Say Oba to Liverpool, say Obeye day. Obeye starter and answer Bebo born if they free bench. Because Magay 1 year, you call work up. Even less than 1 year. If Magay would want to play actively. So how are you going to convince him? Because Obanot's not bencher. England national team or say goodbye. And then Newcastle for convincing and say, we'll call Liverpool. I want any year. Unyabimo. It's Liverpool would have to convince him.
Omuni Mr. Madre father da Konate wi. Enti Konate ni de ya obako.
Ken. Konate ni mbocha no.
Ba Konate so na Madre fana da no.
But
to goodness sumsa.
Inti Oba be bona Konate at na bench. Magay born ne born ye Virgil van Dijk type ni bi o.
Odimbo oyade.
But on se Konate dey any different kakra. But anyway, let's say this.
Biggie.
Ken.
Boss yankwe.
Ken Mamen Shasia kakra bi on yen komo na ne kwakudi. Magay is an established player at Crystal Palace. He's a player who establishing and was the captain for Crystal Palace Bobo consistently Obobima Crystal Palace. I just say be on your fit. And also accumulated cards Sabah. He's a starter in the Crystal Palace team. And he said on only free Crystal Palace, no one make a mover. At the age of 24, he's in his peak as a footballer. And to expect a club now or Kumuno. Or quite a lot of game time, no progress when it comes to his football career. Liverpool at this stage, there is Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk in the Honoma, there is Konate. These two neighbors. Darryl Kwanzaa possibly overcome by Leverkusen. But all corner. The big question now is that since I'm not here as a player, it's shows Liverpool no but just after a year because a Konate in common go through. It is in 2026 nobody free, nobody joining Real Madrid. A play times when you be bought, no established for Crystal Palace. Oh, Kwatena bench will Liverpool when the World Cup is approaching. That is the big question now. Liverpool project they are or not. Player baby a be person dey no be for name mum samri o kwotena bench e be dey so be call World Cup ni bi m1 ne career and that is the problem right now brand here to ato ne dadwene ken Arsenal ene noni Madueke nkomo no eye nkomo a e grow like reports ni grow a lot in the various timelines and tabloids say we Europe na football team bi as e do transfer season na you top players players now urban quality ebechiro mo mbetena club ni no mo beko at Chelsea sesi a Wenger wa establishing one and modern more so no consistent by Pedro Neto ne numbers ne wo ho we numbers ni free one man he's been consistent with play born ankasa in terms of goal contribution any assist this season we league ni mu oni no ni Madueke dey yepe Pedro Neto share 4 goals and assisted 6 times. Noni Madueke share 7 and assisted 3. It told me you now contributed 10 goals. No credit. But the idea nipa di Pedro Neto unkomo. So I safe and say Pedro Neto born ankasa and he's playing well. Noni Madueke ama numbers ni be that is true. But all the performance will park in so that's like a desika performance as a neo papa echela on more. It's on to be more grade A performance consistently. And that is where the problem is. There are other players who are arriving. Chelsea Bobo Kodimu. Last night you do William Estevayo home komo. Oba. On only by we are Chelsea Bobo Kono Jeremy Gittins in common on Tonchene. And come more train club World Cup no more dim come finalize BBA. So there are going to be other wing players almost quality in the wasro and the chain only Madueke there when it comes to performance. And no na kwako in answers as Brantiano. Say could use our stage in there was ordering any chair baby for. Fortunately for him, Arsenal are back into the frame. And Arsenal supporters need to solve a problem. Because some of you say Abranti anymore demonisro. But they be a Mikel Arteta ni Arsenal as Ken. Mikel Arteta is a coach, he's a builder. You coach is about football mu eba be fat team. Teams no mo fa no. You always have to get them grade A players and say no more team ya performing. And answer a lot of the players on me fa no grade A players. And say na more team ya contain. But there are coaches like Mikel Arteta. Omo team for players from nowhere. No ma transforming players no. I'm a players the more akosro and also ma ba be than big players. Said you not judging Klopp here. Or Dortmund, even at Liverpool. Said you also transforming certain players with the style of play. No, Arteta is that kind of person. and ɛno na ɛma minya gyidie so obetumi aboa so ɔfa aberanteɛ ne nko adeɛ na wasesa no obi betumi aka the Raheem Sterling case so Raheem Sterling is a player na ne modern konkan wɔ Chelsea Oba Arsenal still ne modern na nkonkan but Raheem Sterling ball a ɔbɔ Premier League mu time a onya opportunity Raheem Sterling has been in the Premier League and in the limelight since 2012-2013 season the football age 31 years in December ken he's a player or you already done it indicates any different but at Arsenal a lot of the players of one big boys ni nyina no Mikel Arteta and the Pejam Ranti anymore and then open wingers on the Premier League ni ma ultimately Monyi Martinelli in film Martinelli was a nobody from a lower division in Brazil our baby PM Arsenal papa na ye ne ho adwuma ma ene open one of the best wingers in the Premier League obeboni din and now your boss Saka din as an established winger Premier League ni mane Arsenal Saka was a left back for Arsenal. And your coach, a friend, is Mikel Arteta. And the best Sabranti and the ball, a pushing equal anymore. And or you're one of the best Premier League anymore. She can't fast for Mikel Merino by none near Manchester and Concan for Mano. Time Arsenal in the striker. Yes, son in position. He was transformed into a number 9. Our baby boy, any number said him Arsenal Bobo Kuno. And I know the Mamiya GDA. So Mikel Arteta, Juma wire on other players. Abra na independent leader so mumu no mo de money conform no we Arsenal supporter now to say Mikel Arteta fa player bia kopim say player ne be ball be flop no you don't have to talk so much you don't have to worry so much because we are transforming certain players amoma baba be big players abe top stars e wo Arsenal bobo kunim and I am sure so betimi aye say adwuma na bi Onana Madueke ama ne performance nso apeja ken Chelsea e bo Flamingo e wo Club World Cup ni mu na so what Chelsea in the first game Chelsea money was ropa against Los Angeles but me feel say Los Angeles team now match Chelsea that kind of competition I may expect to say Chelsea team at the Bema their performance wasn't that good and the Chelsea dominated enya bibia unnecessary onya park and so Flamingo on the other hand also won the first game on also winning 2-0 to say Chelsea there now a dominant performance and no mumi elucia. Everybody will have to prove at the currency or no, just on top of that particular group. And we shouldn't forget that the Club World Cup has been keenly competitive because unya win be a ken unya $2 million. And based on that amount of money, I win be a de banintino. And we'll be making sure to be putting on the A game. In the Chelsea first game, you Nicholas Jackson. And if you said the presence of Liam Delap, man, a performance, let's say Kaka. At least the kind of true pass at Jackson the Maya and I'm so Emma Chelsea on the first goal. And idea unlike Jackson. He's trying to add something different to the style of play just because there is another player and player now wabano. Either he makes you better or he puts you on the bench. And then no boy, I'm a nearby conquer with Chelsea anymore. Liam Delap so Kakrabino Babenya boy, you know. The performance was okay. Player me expected so better about to the party. BM and the Chelsea and Enzo Fernandez. Can gradually he's becoming the new Frank Lampard of this Chelsea team.
You could just say, yeah, Jumana franchise. Abe Piacho.
And on Lampard, the match Chelsea no. Even on bad days, are almost in the crampono. He finds a way to be assistant and also be. Yes. And until America say, or yeah, done the new Frank Lampard for this Chelsea team. In 2025, Chelsea play a BN one more goal contribution channel. Was at 6 and was 66. It's whenever Chelsea plays well, he's at the party. And I believe saying so back to the party and never become kind of Chelsea Bobo Kono. But I don't see Flamingo say Chelsea a fan so to say Los Angeles no. Between these two teams, it's very difficult.
So now some Americans will be on lose game. Argentine clubs and then Brazilian clubs, Chelsea the first team will be real man.
I don't see Chelsea winning, but me who say Chelsea to be losing.
Draw.
I'll go for a draw.